how can you know that you can depend on this tribe who's really just addicted to having a problem and hating someone else? Like,
Having a
is that alive?
reason for not, living the life they feel like they're supposed to be living or something, right?
Yeah.
And geez, you made some good points in there. I love that. And I think one thing that came up for me as you were saying all that, I believe one of the biggest issues is that there's been too many options put out in front of men and women,
Mm.
and there's no need
Oof.
for commitment anymore. So, because
Yeah.
commitment's a choice. It's not like we're naturally ingrained to just stay with someone. If
Yep.
anything, we're ingrained to do the complete opposite.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to give into your natural tendencies to want to sleep with anything that's walking around.
Mm.
That's why there's so much cheating.
Especially
It's
as
like
men, like your hormones are actually driven that
to
way.
reproduce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
like just create the love within the relationship you have. Like, I know I haven't been this man in the past. I know I was that guy that had an incredible woman in front of me, but I would still be looking elsewhere.
Mm.
And I'll openly say that, because I'll never sit here and be like, I've been perfect my whole life, because that's not how you get to the point where you are now. You face the shit. You're experiencing those things,
Mm.
and you learn from it. And you go, I don't want to be that again. And,
Mm.
I get faced, my current partner, who I know I'm going to be with for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Um, she's such a big mirror for me. And
Oof.
as much as we never argue or anything, fuck, she has triggered the hell out of me during this relationship in all the best ways,
Yep.
because she's so loving, caring, supportive. And while I said this in our podcast the other day, he had the same issue with his current partner, where we're both like these big dudes doing all these things. And we've had this belief in ourselves that, whoa, what is that? That's not safe. Why are you supporting me? What the hell? And it's like this, that's unsafe to me. So I'm going to block that. I'm going to stop that from coming towards me, because
That's what's
that ain't,
happened to
that shit
me
ain't right.
time and
Yeah.
time again.
Right. Right. So these programs play out so regularly, and I've had to work through them and have these conversations with my partner. And yes, like I have some like kinky fantasies and stuff. I express them to my partner,
Mm.
because I know before we even got together, I said to myself, I was going to find someone. I'm going to tell them exactly who I am,
Yeah.
show them who I am, and allow them to feel who I am
Mm.
before we even consider dating or anything.
Mm.
So I made sure I did that. I expressed almost the entirety of myself. I'm not going to say, obviously, you get to know each other more and more, but
Mm.
I was just so open. And I think now that I've said that, that's probably another issue. Everyone's scared to fucking be themselves. So you get
A lot of
together
people
and
don't
you've
even
got,
know who they are. We weren't taught to actually work that out.
right. So imagine like 6 months in this relationship with this person that you're like, oh my God, they're so perfect. They look after themselves. They don't fart, they don't shit. And then all of a sudden you finally go, oh, I'm so comfortable. Boom, take the mask off and become who you
Mm.
always wanted to be within this relationship, and you've always been behind closed doors. And then they go, hold on a second,
Yeah.
that's not who I started dating. And it can go both ways. It can be like
Yeah.
you accept them and
Absolutely.
you're like, okay, oh my God.
It'll usually go both ways because we usually
Yeah,
attract the mirror.
100% right. Like it's so brutal, but it's
Yeah.
beautiful, because I wouldn't have it any other way, because that's the way that we truly transform, is by being challenged by a partner. And,
Yeah.
um, she has made me grow so much in the last few months, because I'm even getting emotional saying it.
Mm.
She just, it's this unwavering support. And in a game where I've been doing this by myself for so long, in the way I've had amazing partners and friends supporting me along the way, but
Yeah.
this cat, like this game of like entrepreneurship and like podcasting, all these things, this is us
A lot.
showing up daily.
Yeah.
So imagine coming home from today where I had a massive day, and she had dinner ready, and she was like, tell me about your day, babe. But it wasn't just like oh, tell me about your day. Like, she was fucking like actively sitting there waiting for me to tell her everything about my day.
Yeah.
And in the past, a few months ago, even still kind of fresh, it actually pissed me off,
Mm.
because I was like, this isn't real. This isn't true to me, because in the
Yeah.
past, I've never had this.
Yeah.
Right. So it's so
You make me
amazing.
emotional.
Oh, it's